In this video, I want to compare and contrast the Global to the Miyabi Birchwood in terms of their utility knives. Off the bat, the Miyabi is 100% handmade from start to finish, while the Global is essentially an automated handmade process, and that really does come through in terms of the fit and finish of this knife. Every single edge and corner has been rounded. There are no sharp edges or corners anywhere. The handle is 100% flush with both the blade and the spacer on either side. You have really nice attention to detail, like the logo being carved into the back, or the mosaic pin that goes through the handle, and it's actually about 15 to 20 little tiny pieces of bronze, copper, and steel that are individually pressed into the handle to give it that little tiny design. So you can really tell that someone's put their heart and soul into making this knife. By contrast, the Global is definitely a well-made knife, but they just don't have the same attention to detail. Nothing is rounded out in terms of the corners, and you can actually see the forging marks on the blade. The cutting edges and the cutting material are very different as well. The Global is ground down to a very respectable 15 degrees, very sharp, and it's made with Chromova 18, which is a relatively soft metal, about 56 to 58 hardness, and of course the blade is just Chromova 18. There's nothing added onto it. By contrast, the cutting core of the Miyabi is SG2, a very high-end powdered steel that's about a 63 hardness. And what that means is if you use the knife properly, realistically you're never going to have to sharpen it. The cutting edge is ground down by hand over a 3-step process to an insanely sharp 9 degrees. So to put that in comparison, we're talking single digit versus double digit, and a blade that's roughly 50% thinner in terms of the cutting angle than the Global, so it's literally exponentially sharper. And then of course they wrap either side in 50 layers of stainless steel, which gives you this gorgeous Damascus finish that I hope you can see. The Miyabi has a full tang going all the way through the birchwood handle, and birchwood is a wood that was originally used with Faberge eggs, just to give you an idea of how sort of renowned it is. And this video is not going to do it justice, but not only do you have these really beautiful dark streaks running through it, but portions are almost translucent while other portions are opaque. So it ends up looking almost like a marble handle that just happens to be made out of wood. It really is stunning. A lot of people don't realize this, but the Global does not have a tang whatsoever. It is actually a hollow handle that's filled with sand and then welded on to the forged blade. So that's something you might want to keep in mind when comparing the two. Either way, it comes down to personal preference. I'm going to put a link down to both below, and if you have any questions, any comments, or any concerns, as always, let me know. And otherwise, I will talk to you very soon.